YouTuber Camper Vibe takes viewers on a camping trip into the mysterious Daring Woods, not far from the village of Pluckley, a place often described as Britain's most haunted village. The video follows her journey as she sets out alone for 2 nights of solitude, choosing to spend them in a forest known for chilling legends and unsettling disappearances. It's the kind of place most people would avoid after dark, but for her, this was the challenge.
I want to get the tarp up as quick as possible, really, because I think at some point this evening this weather is going to turn. When you burn the ends off a paracord, I don't know if anyone else gets this, but can you see what that looks like? Don't know if you can hear that, but obviously they're out shooting. I'm also under a flight path, so if you get any noise, it's the aeroplanes. Dinner tonight is going to be a simple affair. Meatballs and pasta out of a packet, love it, but I've got something much better planned for tomorrow night, but it's getting late, so quick and easy, just how we like it. This is definitely odd. I've got no idea if you guys heard that or not, but honestly, I don't like it, I'm going to be honest. It's not deer, like I know what deer sound like, I've spent so much time with deer.
The forest feels heavy with atmosphere. Surrounded by skeletal trees and unsettling silence, she sets up camp just before the rain begins. With a hammock, tarp, and fire prepared, she settles in for the evening, cooking a simple meal of meatballs and pasta before night closes in. Yet as the darkness deepens, the woods come alive with strange noises, gunshots in the distance, unexplained screams, and what she swears are footsteps circling her tent.
That's just the owls. I didn't want to turn the light on earlier because I swear to God that was footsteps. That's just the owls though. This is definitely the scariest night I've ever had in a tent. I'm sure I can still hear footsteps. And trains. There is a public footpath just over here somewhere, probably quite a few more yards yet. At first I thought perhaps someone from the footpath had got lost and wandered in. That was the first time at 2 o'clock in the morning. When it happened again at 3 and then again around 3:20, I decided it's definitely not just a lost dog walker at that silly o'clock. So yeah, don't know what it was, but there was definitely someone walking around this tent. It was no way was it a deer or a fox or any kind of mammal. The footprints were all wrong. Safe to say I did not sleep very well at all.
Through the long hours, she resists turning on her light, convinced that someone, not a deer or a fox, was walking nearby. By morning, exhausted from little sleep, she reflects on what she heard. Repeated steps around her camp at 2, 3, and again, just past 3 in the morning. It was not the sound of animals, she insists, but something else.
Well, it's not every day you see an old truck in the middle of nowhere. I've got absolutely no idea how this old Bedford truck would have got here. It's a pretty cool thing to find, but there is we're not even near a road. We are literally in the middle of the forest, well, the woods. I don't even know how it would drive through all these trees to get here. It's mental. What with the awful night's sleep, finding out I'm in the most haunted village in England, which I'll fill you in a bit more on later, and now wasting a load of time reading articles about that and that Bedford truck. I probably left it a bit too late in the day, really, for any chance of wildlife photography. Right then, for dinner tonight we are attempting steak and chips. And we all know I'm not a good cook, so it could go one of two ways.
The following day brings unexpected discoveries, from stumbling upon an abandoned Bedford truck hidden deep in the forest, to learning more about Pluckley's grim reputation. Still, she continues, cooking steak and chips by the fire, and even trying to relax with music as night falls once again.
My current view is a lookout over camp. As you can imagine, knowing what I know now, being alone in the woods is a little bit eerie. I just want to quickly show you one thing. I think I got a shot of it last night in my petrified state when I was trying to be quiet. Let's see if I can find it in the dark. There's camp way over there, and as I came around the corner when I was walking about last night, tell me, oh focus, tell me that that doesn't look like a child's face or two children. So as I came round, I had my head torch on and I walked like that and literally just jumped out of me. Scary shit that is. And it is definitely cold now. I don't know if you can see all that smoke. Lovely by the fire though. This is why I don't want to get into bed yet. I want to sit out, chill, trip over my guy lines and enjoy the fire.
The second evening feels calmer, though the weight of the stories lingers. Shadows and shapes in the trees play tricks on her mind, and silence in the woods becomes just as unsettling as the noise from the night before.
On that note, this is where I'm going to leave you up because I haven't got hands for all these things. I do hope you've enjoyed camping in England's record-breaking most haunted forest. It's the most scared I've ever been camping. I've had a great time, albeit somewhat scared, but I still don't believe in ghosts. I do think there must have been an explanation for those footsteps around the tent for hours. I just can't think of one just yet.
By the end of her stay, she admits it was the most frightened she has ever been while camping. She doesn't claim to believe in ghosts, but the unexplained footsteps and the eerie quiet of Britain's most haunted village leave her with questions she can't easily dismiss. The YouTube channel, Exploring with Fighters, takes viewers on a late-night adventure deep into the woods, with the team setting out to test their nerves in complete isolation. The video follows the group of men as they prepare for an overnight stay, carrying their gear into the forest and choosing a remote clearing where they'll spend the night.
There's some rooms over there. I'm thinking we camp in the middle here.
What, right in the middle?
Yeah. This on the grass.
It'll not be too wet.
No, we've got tents. Camp here. Would you look at this little girl? Hey, Fudge, just take you out of that jumper now. Come on, let's get you out of that jumper. Oh, Fudge, would you like a hot dog soon? Would you like a hot dog, pup? Hey? Hey, pup. My sausage was getting a little bit too hot then.
I think you've got great ideas for what we could put on the fire. That sounds...
Oh, that marshmallow was good. I got it perfect.
Better than mine.
Oh, it was so good. Sacre bleu.
Drop it in the comments, some ideas.
Look at you. Hey, you come alive now, there's food, haven't you? I know you have, yeah. Look at you. You're a fiend, aren't you? You're an absolute fiend.
I'm going to do 2 at once. Why not? Oh, look at that. That's that burnt one. Oh.
Dinner is simple but comforting, eaten over the fire as the night settles in.
Almost looks like Silent Hill. It's rain, but it isn't rain. It's like so fine, I can't even feel it. Exploring dog. Exploring dog. Come on, Flex, waiting for you. Exploring dog. Come on, Fudge.
Yeah, you're right. We couldn't have camped in this bit.
Well, funny enough, Fudge, where's she gone? Oh, she's fast. I've actually camped here before.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, this right bit here.
Is that any good?
It was okay.
Oh. Oh, cool.
Yeah, so believe it or not, this isn't as old as you think.
How old is it?
I think about 200 years.
Is that it?
Yeah, it's not massively old. Like you would think. Just watch out for the spiders.
Oh, you're joking. One light just dropped on me. Just check.
No, you're okay. Just a moth. And there's this well. So obviously, I right now don't know if this was ever a full castle. I'm not 100% sure. I will find photos online and do a voiceover.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I like this. I like how.
Yeah, nature's taking it over, literally.
I also like how it's a complete circle. It's still.
Yeah.
Afterward, they explore the abandoned castle, walking through the stone walls and towers and reflecting on how much of it has survived as nature slowly reclaims it.
What is that? It's a weird noise getting closer. What is it, Fudge? Fudge doing her goose impressions. She started doing her goose impressions because there's a weird noise coming towards us. Fudge, what is it? An owl has kept me awake most of the night.
Strange noises echo in the distance, but the atmosphere remains calm, with only owls breaking the silence. Back at camp, the flicker of the fire throws shifting shadows against the ruins, giving the place an even more mysterious feel. The atmosphere hovers between peaceful and unsettling, as if history itself lingers in the stones. By morning, fog lifts over the ruins, as Dan captures drone footage of the castle in daylight.
Yeah, we have cleaned up and we are ready to leave. This is what it looks like in the daytime. I'm going to fly the drone as well, so you can see fog is just about clearing up. I really do hope you enjoyed that chilled out video. You know, the abandoned camping, it's pretty chilled depending on where we are. Now this place, was pretty damn chill. But I will say this, when we come to do the haunted camping, it's going to be a different story. Going to be a different story altogether, Flex. Definitely. You sure you're ready for it? October's approaching quickly.
Yeah.
After packing up, the group reflects on the night and the history of the site. Though peaceful, the trip serves as a lead-up to future haunted camping adventures planned for the Halloween season. This video comes from the YouTube channel Project Amber, where a man shares his everyday experiences living out of his van. What begins as a frustrating day of repairs soon turns into something far stranger than he could have anticipated.
Right, amongst a few things today, my fridge has stopped working. I got a clue what's gone wrong with it. If I plug it into the mains, it just gets warm. If I plug it into the gas, it gets really warm. This is the third time it's happened now. All my cheese and everything's hot. Lovely. Yeah. Orange juice, hot. Milk, warm. 2 potato omelettes. I'd say all this is about had it. Apparently the old trick is you just turn upside down, let the gargling stop, which I'm assuming it's the same as a house fridge really, and it's got all the fluid and turn it back up again and that might fix it. Who knows?
It starts with this fridge breaking down for the third time. No matter how he connected it, whether to the mains or the gas, it only made things worse. Instead of keeping food cold, everything inside grew warm, from the milk to the orange juice, and even his cheese. He tried the old trick of flipping the fridge upside down to reset it, hoping it would work after giving it 24 hours.
So yeah, as well as the fridge going today, my passenger side wing mirror has gone really floppy. Granted, that's because I keep hitting off trees, but you know, that's kind of my fault on that one. Yeah, of course it's off. I just stopped then thinking, is the power off? But that's the plug. There is no electrics this side. The side step has started to sag a little bit. There we go. Thanks to my rough driving, the PS4 fell out of its mount and snapped the HDMI cable clean out. So I need to go and get a new one of them. So yeah, my van's falling apart a little bit, but just gotta keep fixing them, ain't ya? Ugh, I'm losing my hat.
But the fridge wasn't the only problem. His van seemed to be falling apart. The passenger side mirror had gone loose, the side step was sagging, and his PlayStation had even snapped an HDMI cable after a rough drive. Despite all this, he kept working through the issues, determined to get everything fixed.
Right. Now I'm sure with house fridges you're supposed to... Right, so I'm pretty sure with a house fridge, if you move it, you're supposed to leave it like 12 or 24 hours to settle, for the gas to settle. Now I've just flipped it upside down and back again, so I'm going to give it the full 24 hours, I think, to... What are you looking at? You keep freaking me out, dog. There's no one over there. Can you see something I'm not? There's actually a well. Just where I'm parked, you go down this little track and there's a well with a big metal bar on it. And originally I was going to go and park there, and I saw the well, instantly started thinking about the Ring, which when I was about, I don't know, I think it was about 10 when it come out, scared the shit out of me. For like a month I didn't sleep properly. So yeah, I'm not staying there. Okay, I'm just seriously freaked out now. A minute ago I could hear like really loud moaning, like "Aah!" Like just booming across the mountains. So I've come down to where I could hear it. I got to this old well and it stopped. I mean, that thing's wild freaky. It's like something out of the Ring. But just as soon as I got here, just from over there's no track or anything, it's just wood. This girl appeared, dressed like kind of like a monk, no shoes, and no hair. So I said bonjour and that, and she responded. I asked if she was okay, but she didn't respond then, she just carried on walking. So I carried on a bit and then thought I better double check. Went to go and find her again. She's gone. So up that way, that's where my van is, and that goes to the road. But down where she went that way, there's nothing, and there's nothing for miles.
That's when the unsettling part of the day began. As he stopped near an old well, he started hearing loud, eerie moaning echoing across the mountains. Following the sound, he reached the well, but the noise stopped. Then he noticed something even stranger. A girl appeared, dressed simply, barefoot and with no hair. He greeted her, but she didn't respond, only walking away into the woods. When he tried to follow, she was gone, vanishing into an area where there were no tracks or roads for miles.
And now the dog keeps looking over in that direction at where it is. So I'm like, nah mate, I might move. But I can't. I'm going to plumb all this back in, get it all powered back up, but I'm going to leave it off until tomorrow afternoon. Give the gas a chance to settle. And I'm hoping it was just some sort of blockage, which I've now alleviated. I have not got a clue what was going on there. That was so weird. The well, the moaning from the forest, the girl. Nah, maybe there's an explanation to it all, but I wasn't sticking around. I left, I booted it. I'm about 50 miles from there now. I saw the girl another 2 times. The last time I was near the van and she was running through the forest. I left. I was gone. I was gone so fast. I didn't even pack the van away. Yeah, it's a pretty big mess in here.
Already unsettled, he tried to focus on his van, but the strangeness didn't end there. Even his dog kept staring off in the same direction where the figure had disappeared, as if sensing something. Later, as he continued his journey, he saw the same girl again. Twice. The last time she was running through the forest near his van. That was enough for him. Without packing properly, he drove off quickly, putting nearly 50 miles between himself and that place. Though his fridge eventually started working again, keeping everything cold, the strange encounter with the girl near the well remained a mystery. He wasn't about to stick around for answers, and by the end, his only certainty was that some things are better left unexplained. On his YouTube channel, CJ Faison takes viewers deep into Maryland's Pocomoke Forest for an overnight stay. With his usual partner Sonny out of town, he decides to face the woods alone, bringing along a new tent and sleeping bag.
I wanted to actually break my phone out because I wanted to tell you what concerns me more than anything. It's the Hook Man. Now, this story here about the Pocomoke Forest Hook Man is definitely one of the creepiest ones of all time because this is dealing with an actual human being. Now, there are lots of things that they call elementals out here in the Pocomoke Forest, which are spirits, demons, things along those lines that reside here. There's been a lot of weird history with the Pocomoke Forest. You can look it up online. It is Pocomoke Forest, Maryland. Check that out. So here's the story of the Hook Man. A young man and lady were parking in the confines of the Pocomoke Forest. The radio was playing, and all of a sudden, a special bulletin came on. It seems that an inmate had escaped from the Cambridge State Hospital. He was last seen headed towards the Pocomoke Forest from the Salisbury area. He could be recognized at about 6 feet tall, weighing 165 pounds, with jet black hair and a beard that was also black. His right hand had been cut off, and in its place was a hook. His problem was he killed people who disturbed the Pocomoke Forest. That's fucking great. In about a half hour, the young lady broke away from the young man's embrace, scared to death. She insisted that he take her home right now because she had heard a noise. When the young man and the young lady got out of the car, they heard a clanging noise. They looked in the gutter beside the car, and there lay a hook. To this day, the crazy man with a hook has been seen many times. Oh man, I'm getting chills. But has never been caught. This is a story that is well known and believed by many people. And who am I to say this is just a story? This was actually the spot right here. I don't know how true this is, but they say when trees are bent sideways, it's like some type of Native American symbol. Well, I mean, not to be stupid or anything, but I kept seeing these trees as I'm coming up the hill. It actually goes downhill that way. And I kept seeing them. They're like bent over. Like, see, that one's kind of like growing sideways there.
Before setting up camp, CJ talks about the forest legends, from the story of the Hook Man to strange encounters near an old cemetery he had explored in a previous video. After a 40-minute hike, he finds a spot surrounded by bent trees, the kind some believe were once Native American markers.
So, what I'm going to do next, I'm going to break out the spirit box, see if we can get anything. See if we can get anything on camera. And then, then we probably will break out the dowsing rods and then the EMF meter. And we'll see if this is true, if Pocomoke Forest is truly haunted or not. I'm going to use the app. It's called Necrophonic. And it's definitely a different app. I will give it that. I actually, when it comes to apps, I don't know if I technically believe, but this app here, I truly feel like it is actually reading, the radio frequencies, because there has been some different advertisements that I've heard that have like the name or like the voice. I can understand that it's definitely reading the frequency. It's normal. Like your phone can pick up AM and FM. It's a smartphone, clearly. So I'm going to try this app out here in the Pocomoke Forest and see if we can come up with anything. So pay close attention, and we're going to ask it some questions and hopefully get some answers. Are there multiple spirits here? Turn around. Did you just tell me to turn around? Listen to me. Yep. No. Okay, so that was a complete and utter fail. So we're just gonna keep on walking and trekking through these woods. I hate that the spirit box is so freaking loud. Oh, jeez. Trying to figure out. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That was somebody's fucking flashlight. I gotta be able to make my way somewhere. Shit. That's somebody's light. That's somebody's light right there. Alright, I gotta be able to make my way somewhere. That's somebody's light.
He runs a spirit box session with the Necrophonic app, catching responses that seem to answer him. Later, he notices something reflective, hears movement, and then spots a tall, thin figure in the woods. Turning off his light, he hides behind a tree, waiting in silence for nearly half an hour. Whoever that person is, they are not a hunter, because there's no way in hell you just keep looking in the same area over and over. Not this late at night, at least. I'm debating on whether or not to pack up my tent and leave, or just leave, or stay the night. I mean, I don't know what the odds of that actually being a hook man is. Again, that's an old legendary wise tale, but that person was really, really skinny. Like, tall and skinny. It was really strange looking. So I just checked my phone. It's about 1:30 now. And I just want to stay in the same place. I don't want to be able to move. But
I mean, I want to be able to move, but I'm too scared to move away from this area because it's open. And if I get into a closed area where I gotta run through some briar patches, it ain't gonna happen. Like, something could actually get me at that point.
The forest feels oppressive, each sound amplified by the darkness. At one point, CJ debates whether to pack up and leave, but pushes himself to stay, determined to complete the overnight challenge.
Oh, jeez. I think I did that. Actually, I don't think I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I think I set that up. Alright. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get in the tent. I gotta get warm. I'm froze right now. Can't even get in the damn tent. Is there any spirits present tonight? Has something evil haunted this woods? I don't know what that said. So I have to personally do this for myself. I chicken out of so many situations, and there's so many explainable things. That literally could have been a tree branch earlier that fell out and hit the tent. There's so many different options, and I don't want to freak myself out. I truly want to do this for me. That's why I'm staying here. If I actually felt in danger, I would not be staying here. So I got thinking about it, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, that was probably a hunter looking for its deer that it may have killed earlier in the night or in the day, because I know, you know, some deer hunters actually will spend hours looking for a deer. So why you would want to do that, I don't know, but whatever. So I'm gonna go roll on sleep. If I hear anything weird, I'm definitely going to have my knife out, but if I don't, I'm probably gonna sleep like a sound baby. And yeah, I will see you all in the morning, and if anything weird or strange happens, and I will put a clip up right after this. Alright, so it's a little bit later in the night, and my battery has already died. So, but I don't even know if there's anything on the footage, but I heard something just a little earlier, and it almost sounded like I don't know how, like, you know, like antlers like clang together. It almost sound like two deer like fighting with each other. So I don't know. I put a fresh battery and a new memory card in there. I'm gonna set it over here. Let you all bask in your glory and watch me freeze for the rest of the night. Good night, y'all.
By 1:30 a.m., he sets up camp, keeping his knife close while running another spirit box session inside the tent. Sleep comes in fragments, broken by unsettling noises. At one point, the sound of antlers clashing in the dark.
I know I don't have much battery left on my camera, but I finally made it back out to the trail. I thought I'd never get out of this freaking place. Hopefully nobody's messing with my truck.
When morning arrives, CJ packs up and heads back to his truck. The daylight feels safer, but the memory of the figure and the night's unease lingers long after he leaves the forest behind. On his YouTube channel, Noah shares one of his most unsettling camping experiences. What began as a simple overnight stop in Sun River quickly turned into something far more disturbing.
I'm currently sleeping in the back of my truck right now. I don't even know what time it is. And there's someone walking around my truck. right now. If you can hear that, it's pretty loud. He's been walking around for like 20 minutes already. My gun's in my cab though. I don't really know what to do. I'm a little freaked out right now, and it's like pitch black outside, probably like 2 in the morning, and he just keeps walking around, and he's like really close to my truck. I've never been this scared, and like this doesn't make any sense because I parked somewhere where you couldn't see, no one was on that road. Wait, he's touching my truck. Knocking on my truck. The canopy, the back door's locked. I've never been scared before ever. I don't think he knows that there's anyone in here. I'm so scared right now. I wish I brought my gun back here. He keeps walking around. I don't get it. I'm like, how is he not? I've noticed. Doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna try to see if he goes away eventually. We'll see. He's literally peeking through the door right now. I've never been this scared ever. So, the current time is 2:30 in the morning right now. He's still walking around my truck. I'm gonna try to see if I can flash my light to get him scared. So he runs away. There he is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Late at night, while parked along a quiet stretch of forest, Noah realized someone was creeping around his truck. From the way they moved, it became clear they were trying to look inside and possibly get in while he slept. His GoPro captured faint evidence of the intruder outside, and though it's hard to see, you can hear unsettling movement in the background.
So I'm back home. This is the day after. He was trying to peek in my truck quite a bit with all these marks. I didn't even notice until I got home. Handprints there, a lot of scratches, stuff like that. Dragging his finger on my side of my truck. Well, looks like to be trying to get inside my truck. That's really all I could tell from when he was walking around. That's new. Don't know how that got there. More handprints trying to get in my truck. At least the back canopy was locked, but yeah, that was the result.
The following day, back home, Noah discovered what he had missed in the moment. There were fresh marks all over his truck, handprints smudged against the glass, long scratches down the side, and traces of someone dragging their fingers across the surface. The signs made it clear that the stranger had tried repeatedly to get inside. Thankfully, the back canopy was locked, preventing access.
That was probably the scariest camping experience I've probably ever had in my entire life. So yeah, well, I'll keep you guys updated and let you know. Thanks.
Looking back on it, Noah admits this was probably the scariest camping experience of his life. The night had started out as an ordinary stop in the woods, but it ended with the kind of memory that leaves a lasting chill, a reminder of how vulnerable it feels to be alone in the dark when someone else has found you.